snowing here in Toronto. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's Natalia Eileen. It's really good to see you again. Today is a Friday and it is going to be a weekend in my life because this weekend, tonight, we are headed to Toronto, Canada. And we have family there, so we've been there before. You can actually probably check out our last video on our trip to Toronto, which was maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. But this trip will probably be a little less touristy. Last time I know we went to Niagara Falls, we went to some fancy restaurants. This trip, it'll likely be a lot more chill. We'll see. But I wanted to start with today, even though the flight isn't until tonight, because I figured I'd take you along for the day and we'll just get started with that. I have been dealing with some stomach issues the last week. If you followed me for any stretch of time, you might know that I deal with stomach issues a lot, especially in the last 4 or 5 years. So I'm a little tender right now. We're gonna be really, really cautious throughout the weekend about what I eat and all of that. But in either case, we're gonna start today with some yogurt and granola, which is what I usually eat for breakfast. Hopefully that is okay. We might do a workout today. It depends on how I'm feeling. We're in that kind of state this week. But figured I'd take you along for the ride. We would go from there and just do a fun weekend in our lives. And today, since our flight isn't until tonight, we'll start with just a full day vlog. Alright, so I've been working for about 2 hours now. I'm going to make myself something to eat besides the yogurt I had when I first woke up. So thinking like maybe a couple eggs, maybe some spinach, maybe some feta, something like that. Now we get to the part of the video where I am doing a ton of cleaning, and this was necessary. I don't know about you, but for me, I love it when I go away on a trip and come back to everything being nice and clean. And in this case, the apartment was a hot mess. So I wanted to make sure that I tackled this before we left. We're going to Toronto to see family, which is really exciting. Specifically, we have a new baby in the family that we wanted to make sure we saw, and she was born in December, so we're feeling a little late going to see her, but there were so many different things happening in our lives at the beginning of this year, so we had to just manage the timing appropriately. Thankfully, though, we are on our way, and it should be a lot of fun. If you are not already following me on Instagram, please do. I don't really pay attention to it as much as I probably should, but I do post stories very regularly, so you get the behind the scenes on there if you want. Here we have this giant eyesore with the pile of laundry. I'm going to talk about this later, how I just do not ever leave the apartment to do laundry, and it's a problem. Sometimes this carriage with the laundry is like this for a week before I get the laundry done. I did a vacuum sweep of the entire apartment, starting with the bedroom, which was where I was at the time, but then this is the most important place to vacuum in the whole apartment because Sony Noni spends most of his time on the carpet here, and sometimes he'll eat treats and all of that. Here in the living room, he has his toy bin. You can see in the corner over there. It's like it can get so messy. So rather than risk it, I always feel like we are vacuuming this carpet all the time, just making sure that none of the pieces of the treats are in there, especially because he's a messy eater. I got all the dishes into the dishwasher. Daniel hates how I loaded the dishwasher because I'm more about trying to get it done than about playing perfect Tetris like some people. You would hate that I said that. Anyway, one thing I wanted to call out here in the kitchen that I was like, should I call this out or people gonna notice anyway? But you can see that we have some of the pulls on the kitchen cabinets that are like not quite right. This is a project that I started a while ago when we first moved into the apartment, but I have not finished because some of the pulls are incredibly stubborn. They just like don't come out easily. So anyway. I can't tell you how grateful I was when we got back and everything was clean. So worth it if you don't already do this when you leave on a trip. It is so worth it to clean the apartment before you leave and have it ready for you when you come back. It's the best. Alright, so the apartment is at a decent level in terms of cleanliness. I am the kind of person who really likes to keep her apartment relatively clean. I wish I was a better cleaner. There's some people who can really do a nice deep clean. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I ever will be, but I did a nice like surface level clean of the entire apartment, vacuuming, making sure that all the dishes are done, wiping down the surfaces, doing a steam mop where necessary. I did all the things. So I feel really good about that. I think coming back, it'll be really nice. One thing I haven't done yet is gone downstairs to do the laundry. I'm the worst at leaving the apartment to do chores. If I have to take out the trash or do laundry, which is not in unit here, then it takes forever. So that like trolley thing, the little like thing with all the bags of laundry, it's just sitting there. So I'll have to do that later. Might not be able to do that before Toronto, and that's okay. I feel good about all that I've accomplished. Now I'm gonna sit and get some work done. Now I'm gonna sit and do some journaling. The opposite of getting work done. This is like very much for me, taking some time to journal. And I think I might also have time to do a meditation session before I have a doctor's appointment, a virtual doctor's appointment that I'll take at 1. And I was reflecting on how I haven't been outside yet, which is very weird because I always go outside at least once in the morning for Sony Noni. Sony Noni is not here. He is at my aunt's house because we're going away, obviously, to Toronto. So anyway, I'm sad about that I haven't seen my Sony Noni or been outside. After the doctor's appointment, I'll probably do a little more work and then pack, or the other way around, we'll see. And then we'll go off to the airport. So full day, but overall trying to prioritize my needs as always. Let's get to some journaling. Yes, hi.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, everything is packed and we are ready to head to the airport. I'm literally wearing the same thing I wore all day. Just these like Athleta workout pants, and there's like the matching sports bra. I'm also wearing this Uniqlo sweater in like the dark blue. We've got our mango scarf, mango coat. It's going to be in the 20s over there, so we need to be ready for that. And should be ready to roll. Okay, y'all, it's snowing here in Toronto, and we just had the adventure of a lifetime in a Tesla trying to navigate unplowed streets. Toronto, do you not plow your streets? Because it would not be this bad. It's so bad right here. It would not be that bad in New York, I tell you that much. It just felt like, we don't plow here? What's going on? Anyway, we're at the hotel now, so just wanted to update you with this snow. Okay, so that's the room tour, and it's you know, not the fanciest place we've ever stayed at, but it's roomy. It'll do. We're here for the weekend. We're here to visit family primarily, so really doesn't have to be that fancy. It is 11 p.m. right now, and I think we're both ready to go to bed. It's been a long day, and we just had, like I was saying, a little bit of a scare driving in the snow in a Tesla. And I just have to say, we just don't drive Teslas often, but we do often get them when we do rental cars. So we're yeah, we know Teslas. And we could not find the defogger to save our lives. Thankfully it did. We found it to save our lives, because when I tell you that we could not, it was bad. Anyway, we're okay. Everything's good. We're here at the hotel. We're gonna go sleep now. Good night. See you tomorrow when it's Saturday. Good morning. It is Saturday. We just had breakfast. And it was nice. We had breakfast sandwich and an omelet situation. Oh, it is cold, y'all. Now we are in a shopping complex. We're headed to this place called Indigo right over here. It is a bookstore, and our plan is to buy some books for the new baby that we're going to visit. She'll get it today, so by the time I upload this, we'll know. Anyway, so that's our plan now. And come along with us into Indigo. We're in the right section. We just spent forever on the baby wall, but I think we found some good books for the baby, so we're good. All right. Believe it or not, we went and had a full day visiting our newest baby cousin. She is incredible. She is full of all the energy you could possibly imagine for a 4-month-old child baby, and it was awesome. So we were so happy to be able to meet her and see her parents and just spend some family time. But now we are getting ready. You can see there's a towel and my makeup bag behind me. We are getting ready. I finished first. Daniel's still getting ready to go out to dinner. We're going out to dinner with my brother, who is here for a conference, and we decided to coordinate and make it the same weekend. So it all worked out really nicely. We're gonna hang out with him, and it should be a good time. We decided to spend some time at a cafe because we all had a little work to catch up on. Wasn't the longest time at a cafe, but it was nice for all of us to be together. And here you can see that Daniel and I, as always, are talking about our business. We're talking through specifics, next steps that we need to take with a couple of different clients, and the different next steps we have with our CPA to make sure that everything goes well for our personal tax filing. So fun times being an entrepreneur, as you know. We just had the best time hanging out with my brother, who also happens to be here in Toronto. And what did we do? We went to a cafe, got some work done. Very short, yeah.
We were there for like 30 minutes.
And then we ended up going to get some high tea.
Not just any old tea, but high, the sophisticated, the king's tea.
Which whenever we go to, what do they call countries under the British monarch? Is that fair to say? Is that enough? Countries under the British monarch?
I think that works for its purposes.
Whenever we go to countries under the British monarch, we like to engage in some of the British culture. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought this was fun because this building right here that we're walking by was the building that they filmed Suits, the show that's like now surging on Netflix, but is like kind of old. They filmed it here, not in New York. Anyway, we're gonna get to the car and
Got a plane to catch.
catch our plane. Our flight leaves in like 2 hours, so let's hope we make it.